Consciousness remains one of the most profound mysteries in science and philosophy. It refers to our ability to experience thoughts, sensations, and emotions, yet its true nature continues to elude definitive explanation. Throughout history, thinkers have grappled with the existential question: what does it mean to be aware, and how does consciousness arise from the physical processes of the brain? This inquiry challenges our understanding of reality itself, prompting us to reconsider the boundaries between mind and matter. As we explore the concept of consciousness, we confront fundamental questions about existence, perception, and the essence of what it means to be alive. Traditional theories of consciousness have long sought to explain how subjective experience arises from physical processes in the brain. Approaches such as dualism, which separates mind from matter, and materialism, which attributes consciousness solely to neural activity, have each faced significant challenges. These models often struggle to account for the richness and diversity of conscious experience, as well as the so-called hard problem: why and how certain brain states give rise to awareness. Furthermore, many theories lack empirical support or fail to integrate findings from neuroscience, psychology, and philosophy. As a result, there is growing recognition that existing frameworks may be insufficient. This has led researchers to call for new perspectives that can better address the complexities and mysteries of consciousness. The unified field theory of consciousness proposes that consciousness is not merely a byproduct of neural activity, but a fundamental aspect of reality itself. At its core, this theory suggests that all forms of existence are interconnected through a universal field where consciousness serves as both the observer and the observed. Foundational principles include the idea that awareness permeates every level of matter and energy, bridging the gap between subjective experience and objective phenomena. By redefining existence in these terms, the theory challenges traditional boundaries between mind and matter, suggesting that reality is shaped by the interplay of conscious intention and physical laws. This perspective invites a holistic understanding of life, where individual experiences contribute to the evolution of the collective consciousness. Ultimately, the unified field theory of consciousness offers a transformative lens through which we can explore the nature of reality and our place within it. The unified field framework offers a fascinating lens through which to examine the deep connections between mind, reality, and the universe. At its core, this approach suggests that consciousness and the physical world are not separate entities, but rather interwoven aspects of a single, underlying field. The mind, through perception and awareness, interacts with reality in ways that may influence both individual experience and the broader fabric of existence. This perspective encourages us to consider how thoughts, emotions, and intentions could resonate with universal principles. By exploring these relationships, scientists and philosophers aim to uncover the fundamental nature of reality and our place within it. The unified field theory thus serves as a bridge, linking subjective experience with the objective universe in a holistic and profound manner. The unified field theory of consciousness proposes that all aspects of awareness arise from a single, underlying field. Scientific investigations have explored connections between quantum physics and neural activity, suggesting that consciousness may be deeply woven into the fabric of reality. Philosophers have long debated the nature of mind, with some arguing that consciousness is a fundamental property, not merely a byproduct of physical processes. Recent interdisciplinary research has examined phenomena such as entanglement and non-locality, raising intriguing questions about the interconnectedness of conscious experience. While empirical evidence remains limited, the convergence of scientific and philosophical perspectives continues to inspire new models and hypotheses. This ongoing dialogue challenges traditional boundaries and encourages a broader understanding of consciousness as a unified phenomenon. This theory presents a significant departure from traditional perspectives, prompting us to reconsider long-held assumptions about human experience. By questioning established norms, it encourages a more nuanced exploration of how individuals perceive and interact with the world. The theory introduces new frameworks for understanding behavior, emotion, and cognition, often highlighting complexities that conventional beliefs may overlook. As a result, it broadens our awareness of the diverse factors that shape human life, fostering greater empathy and insight. Ultimately, this approach not only challenges the status quo, but also enriches our collective understanding of what it means to be human. A unified field theory, which seeks to explain all fundamental forces and particles within a single framework, carries profound implications for our understanding of personal identity, perception, and reality itself. If all aspects of the universe are interconnected at the deepest level, the boundaries between self and environment may be less distinct than traditionally believed. This perspective challenges conventional notions of individuality, suggesting that personal identity could be viewed as an emergent property of universal interactions. Perception, too, may be shaped by underlying fields that connect consciousness with the fabric of reality. Such a theory invites us to reconsider the nature of existence, hinting that reality is not a collection of separate entities, but a unified whole in which everything participates. Ultimately, embracing a unified field theory could transform philosophical and scientific discussions about what it means to be, to perceive, and to relate to the world around us. The paradigm shift in consciousness studies opens up a wide array of potential applications and avenues for future research. In clinical settings, new models of consciousness could lead to improved treatments for neurological and psychiatric disorders. Advances in artificial intelligence may benefit from a deeper understanding of conscious experience, informing the development of more sophisticated and adaptive systems. Educational approaches might evolve to better nurture cognitive and emotional growth, while interdisciplinary collaborations could yield novel insights into the nature of subjective experience. As research continues, exploring the ethical implications and societal impact of these discoveries will be crucial. Ultimately, this shift encourages a more holistic and integrative approach to understanding the mind, paving the way for transformative innovations across multiple fields. As we reach the end of our journey, it becomes clear that consciousness remains one of the most profound mysteries in science and philosophy. Despite remarkable advances, many questions about the nature of awareness and the mind are still unanswered. The search for understanding continues to inspire curiosity and debate, reminding us that the exploration of consciousness is far from complete. Each new discovery opens doors to deeper questions, inviting us to look beyond the surface and challenge our assumptions. The depths of consciousness offer endless possibilities for inquiry, and the journey is ongoing. Let us remain open to new ideas and continue to explore the intricate landscape of the mind. Consciousness remains one of the greatest mysteries of human existence. Is it merely the result of complex biological processes within the brain, or does it point to something deeper and more profound? This question has captivated scientists and philosophers alike, sparking debates that span centuries. By examining both scientific theories and philosophical viewpoints, we begin to unravel the layers of this enigmatic phenomenon. As we delve into the nature of consciousness, we confront fundamental questions about perception, awareness, and the very essence of what it means to be alive. The journey ahead invites us to explore not only how consciousness arises, but also why it matters. The prevailing scientific view of consciousness centers on the idea that our awareness arises from complex interactions within the brain. This perspective has enabled researchers to map neural correlates of consciousness and identify patterns associated with different mental states. Its strengths lie in providing measurable, testable frameworks that have advanced our understanding of cognition and perception. However, notable limitations remain, particularly in explaining subjective experience. often referred to as the hard problem of consciousness. While science can describe the mechanisms behind thoughts and sensations, it struggles to account for the personal, qualitative nature of what it feels like to be conscious. This gap continues to challenge neuroscientists and philosophers alike, prompting ongoing debate and exploration. Throughout history, the concept of consciousness has intrigued thinkers across cultures and eras. Ancient philosophers such as Plato and Aristotle pondered the nature of awareness, often linking it to the soul and the essence of human existence. In Eastern traditions, consciousness was explored through meditation and spiritual practice, emphasizing self-awareness and the interconnectedness of all things. As scientific inquiry advanced, Enlightenment thinkers began to separate mind from spirit, seeking rational explanations for subjective experience. By the 19th century, psychology emerged as a distinct field, with researchers attempting to measure and categorize mental states. The early days of neuroscience brought new tools and perspectives, allowing scientists to investigate the biological foundations of consciousness. This evolving journey reflects humanity's enduring quest to understand the mysteries of the mind. Current scientific models excel at explaining the mechanisms of perception, neural activity, and behavior. Yet, they encounter significant challenges when addressing qualia, the subjective qualities of experience, such as the redness of red or the pain of a headache. These models typically rely on objective measurements and observable phenomena, which makes it difficult to capture the inherently personal and first-person nature of conscious experience. While neuroscience can map brain activity correlated with certain sensations, it cannot fully explain why those sensations feel the way they do to the individual experiencing them. This gap is often referred to as the hard problem of consciousness. As a result, the subjective dimension of experience remains elusive, prompting ongoing debate and exploration within both scientific and philosophical communities. The concept of a unified field of consciousness suggests that consciousness is not merely a product of the brain, but may exist as a fundamental aspect of reality itself. This idea challenges traditional views in neuroscience, which typically associate conscious experience with neural activity. Proponents of the unified field theory propose that consciousness could be a pervasive field, much like gravity or electromagnetism, existing independently of any physical structure. If true, this would imply that individual minds are expressions or localized manifestations of a universal consciousness. Such a perspective opens new avenues for understanding the nature of awareness, perception, and even the interconnectedness of all living beings. Exploring this theory invites us to reconsider the boundaries between mind and matter, and to question what it truly means to be conscious. Unified field theories in physics aim to explain how fundamental forces like gravity and electromagnetism are interconnected, seeking a single framework that describes their interactions. These theories suggest that seemingly separate phenomena may actually be manifestations of a deeper underlying reality. Drawing a parallel, some thinkers propose the concept of a consciousness field, a pervasive, universal medium that could account for the shared experiences and connectivity observed in conscious beings. Just as gravity and electromagnetism are unified by physical laws, consciousness might be governed by principles that transcend individual minds. This analogy encourages us to consider whether consciousness, like physical forces, could be part of a larger unified field awaiting discovery. Researchers have proposed several hypothetical mechanisms by which the brain might interact with a fundamental field of consciousness. One idea suggests that neural activity could resonate with this field, allowing information exchange beyond conventional biological processes. Another theory posits that quantum phenomena within the brain, such as entanglement or coherence, might serve as a bridge to this underlying consciousness. Some models even speculate that microstructures in neurons, like microtubules, could facilitate such interactions. While these concepts remain largely theoretical, they offer intriguing possibilities for understanding consciousness as more than just a product of neural computation. Continued exploration in neuroscience and physics may help clarify whether any of these mechanisms play a role in conscious experience. Viewing consciousness as a universal field introduces profound implications for both science and philosophy. This perspective challenges traditional materialist views, suggesting that consciousness is not merely a byproduct of brain activity, but a fundamental aspect of reality itself. Such a shift could reshape scientific approaches to studying the mind, encouraging interdisciplinary research that bridges neuroscience, physics, and metaphysics. Philosophically, it raises questions about the nature of existence, personal identity, and the relationship between mind and matter. However, this view also presents significant challenges, including the difficulty of empirically testing or measuring a universal consciousness. It may require new methodologies and frameworks to integrate these ideas into established scientific paradigms. Ultimately, embracing this concept could lead to a deeper understanding of both the universe and our place within it, while also provoking debate and skepticism within academic circles. Throughout history, the relationship between mind and matter has captivated philosophers, scientists, and thinkers alike. Traditional views often separate consciousness from the physical world, treating them as distinct realms. However, recent developments invite us to reconsider this boundary, suggesting that consciousness may play a more integral role in shaping reality than previously imagined. By examining emerging evidence and challenging conventional paradigms, we open the door to new possibilities in understanding the nature of existence. This exploration sets the stage for a deeper inquiry into how mind and matter might be interconnected and what implications this holds for our perception of reality. Anomalous phenomena, like near-death experiences, the placebo effect, and telepathy, present intriguing challenges to conventional scientific and philosophical frameworks. Near-death experiences often involve vivid perceptions and sensations that defy simple neurological explanations. The placebo effect demonstrates the profound influence of belief and expectation on physical health, raising questions about the mind-body connection. Telepathy, though controversial, continues to spark debate about the limits of human consciousness and communication. These phenomena encourage researchers to reconsider the boundaries of empirical investigation and the nature of subjective experience. As a result, they invite ongoing exploration into the complexities of consciousness and reality. Quantum physics challenges our understanding of reality by revealing that the act of observation can influence the outcome of experiments. This phenomenon, known as the observer effect, suggests that particles exist in a state of probability until they are measured. Remarkably, conscious awareness appears to play a role in determining how these probabilities collapse into definite states. The implications of this are profound, hinting at a subtle connection between the mind and the physical world. As scientists continue to investigate, the boundaries between objective reality and subjective experience become increasingly blurred. These discoveries invite us to reconsider the nature of existence and our place within it. If we entertain the hypothesis that consciousness is fundamental, it invites a profound shift in how we interpret various aspects of life. Illness, for instance, might be viewed not only as a physical malfunction, but also as a disruption in the flow or coherence of consciousness itself. Creativity could be understood as an expression of consciousness seeking novel forms and connections, rather than merely a product of neural activity. Evolutionary processes might be reimagined as the unfolding of conscious potential, where adaptation and change are driven by an intrinsic awareness rather than random mutation alone. This perspective encourages us to look beyond material explanations and consider the deeper, possibly purposeful, dimensions of existence. Ultimately, embracing consciousness as fundamental could transform both scientific inquiry and our approach to personal and collective well-being. Exploring meditation, psychedelics, and other altered states offers a unique window into the nature of consciousness. Individuals who engage with these practices often report profound shifts in perception, a deep sense of interconnectedness, and insights that challenge conventional understandings of reality. Through first-hand experiences and practical applications, researchers and practitioners have begun to notice recurring patterns that suggest a unified field of consciousness underlying all experiences. These altered states can foster creativity, emotional healing, and even spiritual growth, while also raising important questions about the boundaries of the mind. By integrating experiential insights from diverse methods, we gain a richer perspective on how consciousness may operate as a singular, interconnected phenomenon. A deeper understanding of consciousness has the potential to transform several key fields. In medicine, it could lead to breakthroughs in treating neurological disorders, improving mental health care, and enhancing patient recovery. For artificial intelligence, insights into consciousness may pave the way for machines that better understand and interact with humans, resulting in more intuitive and adaptive technologies. In space exploration, understanding consciousness could help address the psychological challenges faced by astronauts during long missions, ensuring their well-being and performance. These advancements could collectively reshape how we approach complex problems and push the boundaries of human achievement. Cultivating deeper awareness and connectivity begins with simple, intentional practices. Mindful breathing, for example, helps anchor attention to the present moment, reducing distractions and fostering clarity. Regular meditation can further enhance self-awareness, allowing thoughts and emotions to be observed without judgment. Journaling is another effective technique, encouraging reflection and insight into daily experiences. Engaging in active listening during conversations promotes genuine connection with others. By integrating these practices into daily routines, individuals can gradually access richer levels of consciousness and build more meaningful relationships. The exploration of mind-matter interaction opens up profound questions about the nature of consciousness and reality itself. As researchers continue to investigate how mental states might influence physical systems, the boundaries between subjective experience and objective measurement become increasingly blurred. These inquiries challenge traditional scientific paradigms and invite us to reconsider our understanding of causality and existence. The potential for future discoveries in consciousness research is vast, promising insights that could reshape fields ranging from neuroscience to quantum physics. Ultimately, advancing our knowledge in this area may lead to new technologies, therapies, and philosophical perspectives, highlighting the interconnectedness of mind and matter in ways we are only beginning to comprehend. Consciousness remains one of the most profound mysteries in science and philosophy. It refers to our subjective experience, the awareness of ourselves, and the world around us. Despite centuries of inquiry, researchers have yet to agree on a single, comprehensive explanation for how consciousness arises from the brain. The quest for a grand unified theory continues to drive scientific exploration as experts from fields like neuroscience, psychology, and physics seek to unravel its underlying mechanisms. This ongoing search not only challenges our understanding of the mind, but also raises fundamental questions about what it means to be sentient. As technology and research methods advance, the hope is that we may one day unlock the secrets of consciousness and its place in the universe. The study of consciousness has a rich and complex history, tracing back to ancient philosophical inquiries about the nature of mind and awareness. Early thinkers such as Plato and Aristotle pondered the relationship between the soul and the body, laying the groundwork for future exploration. In the 17th century, René Descartes introduced the concept of dualism, distinguishing between the mind and the physical world. The advent of experimental psychology in the late 19th century marked a significant shift as researchers like Wilhelm Wundt began to investigate consciousness through scientific methods. Throughout the 20th century, behaviorism temporarily sidelined consciousness in favor of observable behavior. But the cognitive revolution reignited interest in subjective experience. Recent advances in neuroscience and technology have enabled scientists to probe the neural correlates of consciousness, leading to new theories and ongoing debates. These milestones reflect a dynamic evolution in our understanding, shaped by both philosophical reflection and empirical discovery. Consciousness remains one of the most intriguing and complex subjects in science and philosophy. Among the leading theories, the integrated information theory suggests that consciousness arises from the way information is integrated within a system. While it offers a quantitative approach, critics argue that it may not fully capture subjective experience. Another prominent theory, global workspace theory, posits that consciousness emerges when information is broadcast across different brain regions, allowing for coordinated thought and action. Its strength lies in explaining attention and awareness, but it faces challenges in accounting for the richness of conscious experience. Ongoing debates center on whether consciousness can be explained solely by neural processes or if new frameworks are needed. Researchers continue to explore these theories, seeking a deeper understanding of how and why consciousness arises. Recent advancements in research and technology are providing new insights into the nature of consciousness. Neuroimaging techniques, such as functional MRI and PET scans, allow scientists to observe brain activity in real time, revealing patterns associated with awareness and thought. Artificial intelligence is also contributing to the field, with machine learning models helping to simulate cognitive processes and analyze vast amounts of neurological data. Some researchers are exploring quantum theories, suggesting that quantum phenomena may play a role in how consciousness arises. These innovative approaches are challenging traditional views and opening up new possibilities for understanding the complexities of the mind. As technology continues to evolve, our grasp of consciousness is likely to deepen, potentially leading to breakthroughs in both science and medicine. Scientists face significant challenges when striving to unify disparate theories into a single comprehensive framework. One major obstacle is the inherent complexity and differences between existing models, which often rely on distinct assumptions and mathematical foundations. Controversies arise when proposed unifying theories conflict with established experimental data or challenge long-held scientific beliefs. The process can also be hindered by limited technological capabilities, making it difficult to test new ideas at the required scale or precision. Additionally, scientific communities may disagree on the validity or relevance of certain approaches, leading to debates that can slow progress. Despite these difficulties, the pursuit of unification remains a driving force in scientific advancement, encouraging collaboration and innovative thinking across disciplines. A unified theory of consciousness could profoundly reshape our understanding of what it means to be sentient. If consciousness can be clearly defined and measured, ethical frameworks may need to evolve to account for new forms of awareness, whether in humans, animals, or artificial entities. Legal systems might be compelled to reconsider the boundaries of responsibility and personhood, potentially granting rights or protections to beings previously excluded. This could influence debates on topics such as privacy, autonomy, and the moral status of advanced technologies. Human rights discussions would also expand, challenging societies to address issues of equality and justice in light of new definitions of conscious experience. Ultimately, such a theory could prompt a reevaluation of societal values, encouraging greater empathy and inclusivity across diverse forms of life. A paradigm shift in our understanding of consciousness invites us to reconsider some of the most profound existential questions. What does it truly mean to be a self, and how do our perceptions shape our experience of reality? As scientific and philosophical perspectives evolve, the boundaries between mind and matter, subjective and objective, become increasingly blurred. This prompts us to ask whether consciousness is a fundamental aspect of the universe or a product of complex biological processes. Such inquiries challenge long-held beliefs about identity, free will, and the nature of existence itself. Ultimately, re-examining these questions can deepen our appreciation for the mysteries of life and the intricate tapestry of reality we inhabit. There are several ways individuals can become actively involved in the exploration of consciousness. Reading widely from reputable sources and staying informed about current research helps build a strong foundation. Engaging in thoughtful discussions, whether online or in local groups, allows for the exchange of ideas and perspectives. Attending lectures, workshops, or conferences provides opportunities to learn from experts and connect with others who share similar interests. For those inclined toward research, participating in citizen science projects or collaborating with academic institutions can make a meaningful impact. Even simple practices like mindfulness and meditation can deepen personal understanding and contribute to the broader conversation. By remaining curious and open-minded, anyone can play a role in shaping the future of consciousness research. As we continue to explore the mysteries of consciousness, curiosity remains our guiding force, encouraging us to ask new questions and seek deeper understanding. Open-mindedness allows us to consider diverse perspectives and challenge our assumptions, broadening the scope of discovery. Collaboration brings together insights from various disciplines, fostering innovation and progress. By embracing these qualities, we create an environment where breakthroughs are possible and knowledge can flourish. The journey to unravel the nature of consciousness is ongoing, and it is through curiosity, open-mindedness, and teamwork that we move closer to unlocking its secrets.